once you went into darkness and all aircraft were painted black, which made it worse, you couldn't see an aircraft at all. You might know there were 200 involved, but you couldn't see any at all. But every so often you would hit the slipstream of one of them and you'd suddenly drop a couple of 100 feet, and you know you were reasonably close to one that was in front of you. And then if you were near your maximum height, you then had to get the motor to chug you up that extra bit, so you gradually climb up to the height you were at and then hit another slipstream. And so you really didn't know what was on, and when you came close to the target, all of a sudden, with all the searchlights and everything on, you'd look out and there'd be aircraft a matter of feet away from you, above you, below you, and what have you. It was just amazing they didn't have more collisions. But as I understand it, and I think it is correct, the RAF experts had analysed the issue as to whether you should separate aircraft on their bombing run or have them all crowded up. And I think they'd put out about 20 aircraft, the same budget, them about 20 aircraft at the same time over a target at different heights. So collisions were inevitable, but their experts argued that it was better to run the risk of a collision than if aircraft went in further spaced apart, well then the predicted flak would have had a much greater toll. I think it was probably a fair statement of what they did, but it was a bit unnerving at the time, suddenly see them. And then a couple of minutes later you go back into pitch darkness again, so you wouldn't see anybody until you got back to England.